I'm going to show you a very simple day trading strategy that anybody can do. You don't need a special indicator. You don't need anything. I have an indicator that I use personally that helps me out tremendously, but you don't need it. I have built this into a strategy on TradingView so I can backtest different variables and try and get the best results out of it that I can. But the more and more I try to tweak it, the worse it seems to get outside of just running it as it's supposed to run. So instead of me talking circles and hypotheticals and telling you about, oh, it's great, let me just show you on the TradingView chart what the backtested results look like and how this strategy works. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, sit down, buckle up, and pay attention. Here's what the strategy is. We are going to go to MNQ and we are going to be on the 15-minute time frame. If you want to follow along to exactly what I'm doing, you need to go to February 9th, and it's 1:28 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for me. So February 9th, 15-minute time frame, MNQ. Your chart should look like mine, except I like different colors. I don't like the red and green. It's too emotional for me. Green is good, red is bad. I just don't like it, so I diffuse it with other colors. Just a quick little psychology thing you can do if red and green really affects you. I notice in day trading, it pisses me off when it goes red and I'm in a long. So I just change it. It helps take some of the emotion out of it. But back to the matter at hand. We're on the 15-minute MNQ time frame, and we're going to come over here to the left-hand side to our rectangle tool, and we're going to click it. And then you want to find this candle right here at 9:30. You want to zoom in or whatever you prefer. I'm going to zoom in so it's bigger. You go from the top wick to the bottom wick of this whole 15-minute candle. You then grab the middle and drag it way over. So if you're following along, your chart should look just like mine right now. So once this candle closes, you can mark out the top to the bottom, and then you want to come down to the 5-minute time frame. So now that you're on the 5-minute time frame, you have 3 candles that just made up the 15 minutes that you were on. So you are looking for on this strategy a 5-minute candle where the candle body closes above or below the zone that you just established. So this candle right here on the 5-minute time frame, even though down at the bottom it says 9:45, this is all of the price action from 9:45 to 9:50 in this candle right here that we're looking at. So at 9:50, this candle body closed outside of the zone. It doesn't matter if it's the whole body. It just needs to be part of the body closes outside of that zone. So that checks the first box. Well, the second one. We have our 15-minute time frame. We have our 5-minute candle body closure outside of the zone. Double check. That's your signal right there to go in and enter this trade. And you're going to go in the direction of the breakout. So if this breaks out below, you would go short. This broke out above, so we're going to go long. And you can already see from the price action today, this one worked out. So I took this trade. I actually took it myself, and I entered in right here at the top. And I immediately got nervous because this wicked all the way down. I'm like, great, here we go. I'm going to lose. Nope. It corrected and it immediately ran the whole way out the top. I just did this on NQ, actually. I didn't do it on MNQ. That's why you don't see my order in here. I did it on the big boy. But the 5-minute candle body closure, you go in, it pulls back, and then it runs up. So you're like, oh, this is too easy. What's the catch? No catch. Let me turn my strategy on that I have coded on this, and it's exactly what we just drew out here. So my strategy just overlapped this box. So I'm going to remove it, but you can see here, it tells me on my strategy to go long, and then it tells me here, and it runs up. So I turned this into a strategy so I could back test it. But now that I have this on, let's scroll back a couple days and I'll show you what this looks like so you can see that it repeats itself. Look right here, 15-minute time frame is established. It breaks out right here. It triggers along, go in, it pulls all the way back. You get very nervous, and then it pops around and it runs up all the way until session end. You were profitable. Now, this day, this one kind of sucked. You enter in short right here, and it pulls back up into the zone, chops around, and when the session ends, you lost money this day. This was a losing trade. I'm transparent with you. I'm going to show you everything. The day prior to that, Wednesday the 4th, you get a short call and it runs all the way down. So you get the point of what I'm trying to show you here. You mark out the 15-minute zone. wait for a 5-minute candle body closure outside of that zone in either direction, and then go in that direction. So we know what the strategy is, we know what it looks like, we know how to map it out, but what are the results? What are the back tested results? Is this viable long term? Well, I have it as a strategy, so let's check the back tested results for the last 365 days. So there's a lot of good we can take from this. There's also some bad. So let's address the bad. If you're using a prop firm over 365 days of trading, not technically, that's 365 calendar days, however many trading days they are, 230 something, let's say. Your max equity drawdown, meaning the most that this strategy would have lost in totality over the course of 365 days, is $7,134. But when you're using a prop firm, there's drawdown limits of $2,000 on some, depending on the size of your account. If you use a $25,000 account, I'm pretty sure the drawdown is like $1,500. It's very small. That would not work on an account like this. Now, if you have a $300,000 account, I have a $300,000 Apex account that has a drawdown of $6,000. I most likely would have sustained all of the movement here because you have wins and losses. This doesn't mean you lost at one point $7,134 at one time. It just means in total, over the course of 365 days, the strategy lost $7,134. Now, let's move on to the good. Total P&L for all 365 days is $23,816. This is on one ticker, one strategy, MNQ only, trading this exact way. So that averages about $2,000 a month. That is income of what some people make in an entire month. So that would offset $15 an hour job. I don't know. It's $2,000 a month on one ticker. Now, total trades 680. You say, hey, how do you have 680 trades out of 365 days and not every day is a trading day? Just for transparency, this is how this works on a strategy with TradingView. This entry point, that's one trade. This exit right here, that's one trade. This is one trade. This is one trade. So in one day, there's 4 trades technically because you have entries and exits and it qualifies as a trade on TradingView. So that's why on these reports, you see 680 trades. There's not really 680 days worth of trades in 365 days. The other good, now that we're moving on, is profitable trades almost 61% over 365 days. So that's pretty nice. That's a really high win rate over an entire year of trading. You're a profitable trader. The profit factor, I wish it was better. It may be able to be better if I fine tune this to where the take profits are at better ratios. Maybe they have one a little bit shorter and one's a little bit more aggressive to increase our profit factor. And so I have to fine tune that a little bit more. But as it stands right now, profit factor of 1.36, and you are profitable over 365 days. Just because I clicked the wrong button, I meant to do 6 months, but I clicked entire history. So I'm going to show you this dating all the way back to 1799. Total P&L $25,000, drawdown of $20,486, total trades 4,559, profitable win rate trades 55.25, still pretty good. Profit factor is you're kind of operating at break even. Not overly impressive, but over its total life of trading this, 55% win rate is pretty solid. So let's go look at the last 6 months. So we're going to go from August 1 to February 8 of 2026. In the last 6 months, your total P&L is 8,268. Your drawdown, again, if you're using a prop firm account, may be a little tough, like this section right here. That's probably an account ruiner right there. You probably have a couple other sections of account ruin somewhere in here. So if you're dealing with drawdown, you got to be careful. 337 trades, profitable trades of 59.94%, and a profit factor of 1.24. So looking at the last 90 days, you see where your losses came from. Again, some of these are account ruiners, but if you're trading real money and you're not using prop firms, this applies, but you're going to be profitable. But if you're dealing with prop firm accounts, your drawdowns are going to be tough. So last 90 days, profitable at 63.82% of the time with a profit factor of 1.372 over the last 90. Now, the last 30 days, a much better story here. Our total profit and loss, $10,373. Max equity drawdown of 2,232. So depending on your drawdown, this most likely is very easily managed with a prop firm. You go on a little bit of a run here that's you're not having a ton of fun, but you're weathering the storm, you know what I mean? And then it just treks up. But look at this, 51 total trades, profitable trades 90.2%. And again, I know it's only 51 trades. It's not an incredible, staggering figure where you have a 90% win rate, but 90% over 51 total trades. You can overlook it if you want. I still think it's pretty badass, and I'm fine with that. Profit factor 5.488. You're making money the last 30 days. Living on a temporary high for sure, based on the other back tested data, but 90% over 30 days. Last 7 days, just to tag on to that, $4,160 profit and loss. Max drawdown, just the same as the 30, 2232. Again, this probably isn't a fun break for you. It looks like that's really the only time you dip down. Maybe a small little bump there. 14 total trades, 92.86% win rate over the last 7 days, and profit factor of 4.841. So I show you guys this because this, if you are new to day trading, you're getting your feet wet, or maybe you just don't have a strategy that you consistently like, this last 30 days is an absolute money maker. The last year, you're still making money, but there's things you have to manage, right? You have drawdown and things like that. But for marking out the 15-minute 9:30 to 9:45 candle, waiting for the first 5-minute candle body to break above or below the zone, and then going in that direction, the last 30 days has very heavily paid off. And over the last 365 days, 55% of the time results in a win. That's pretty good. It's worth just keeping an eye on if you don't want to trade it. But I trade this. I trade NQ, ES, MES, and MNQ all on this same one in different variables. Some of it is automated and some of it is manual, depending on the prop firm I'm trading at. But places like Lucid and Top Step, they allow 100% automation. So I automate MNQ and MES with them. And then I manually trade because I have 20 funded accounts with Apex. They don't allow any automation at all. So I manually trade NQ and ES on those 20 accounts. And this is the strategy that I use. I have another opening range break strategy that I used as well, but I'm not going to get into that in this video. That's going to be a separate video that will be coming after this one. But I hope this strategy works. I hope you guys find it helpful. I hope you like seeing the back tested results. And most importantly, I hope you can make some money off of it. And if this is the video that helps you do that, then I've achieved my goal.